Chapter 5, Part 2, Equity Theory states that motivation stems from comparing the inputs one invests in a job and the outcomes one receives in comparison with the inputs and outcomes of another person or group. In Chapter 4, we learned perceived equity exists when my outcomes over my inputs equal others' outcomes over others' inputs. People tend to choose same-sex comparison. Individuals are motivated to maintain an equitable exchange relationship. They may perceptually distort one's own inputs or outcomes, perceptually distort the inputs or outcomes of the comparison other, choose another comparison other, alter one's inputs or outcomes, leave the exchange relationship. Research supports inequity of underpayment. Workers tend to reduce productivity or quality to equal perceived value. Goal, the object or aim of an action. Goal is the object or aim of an action. Organizational goals must be translated into individual or group goals. Goal-setting theory, a process theory that states goals are motivational when they are specific, challenging. Employees also need the knowledge, skills, and resources. Have organizational member commitment. Provide appropriate feedback about progress. Here we see a graph about the mechanisms of goal setting. Goals, specific, challenge, goal commitment, feedback. Mechanisms, direction, effort, persistence, task strategies lead to performance. Goals, mechanisms, performance. Enhancing goal commitment requires employee or group participation, rewards, compensation tied to goal attainment, management support. Goal orientation, an individual's goal preferences in achievement situations. Learning goal orientation, a preference to learn new things and develop competence in an activity by acquiring new skills and mastering new situations, positively related to learning as well as academic tasks and job performance. Performance-proof goal orientation, a preference to obtain favorable judgments about the outcome of one's performance, not related to learning or performance outcomes. Performance avoid goal orientation, a preference to avoid negative judgments about the outcome of one's performance, negatively related to learning and job performance. Proximal goal, short-term or sub-goals, provides clear markers of progress towards a distal goal because they result in more frequent feedback. Distal goal, long-term or end goals, most effective when supported by proximal goals. Cultures differ in values and beliefs. Affects perception of achievement, affects perception of what is important. Goals must account for cultural differences. Expectancy theory translates most effectively across cultures. Here we see the graph about the relation or the integration model of motivation theories. Because here we have the expectancy theory, we have expectancy, instrumentality, we have in second place goal setting theory, specific goal, challenging goal, goal commitment, and feedback. Theories 1 and 2 lead to motivation, which is another theory with effort, persistence, and direction. Intervening factors is the 4: general cognitive ability, emotional intelligence, personality, task understanding, and chance. All these factors lead to performance. To perform well, there are needs and values, intrinsic rewards and extrinsic rewards. Those lead to equity perception, equity of intrinsic and extrinsic rewards, and lastly, job satisfaction. And this goes into a circle of balancing or assessing the outcomes, from needs and balance to motivation, and from job satisfaction to performance.